On August 1st, 1917, the U.S. Senate passed a resolution that would become the 18th Amendment. The House passed it in December. The last of the requisite three-quarters of the states ratified the amendment on January 16th, 1919, and the amendment would take effect exactly 1 year later. The 18th Amendment did not actually prohibit the purchase or consumption of alcohol, but it effectively banned all alcohol by making it illegal to manufacture, sell, or transport intoxicating liquors. Initially, the law did reduce drinking, but by the time it was repealed, drinking had returned to pre prohibition levels. While the black market for booze appeared immediately, it wasn't especially robust at first. On a smaller scale, many people, especially those of the working class who couldn't afford to pay the black market prices, made their own alcohol. It was easy and cheap, and these home stills made 200 proof alcohol, cut with a lot of water. Since the bottles they used were often too tall for kitchen faucets, they used bathtub faucets, thus the term bathtub gin. Most famously, Prohibition led to the rise of organized crime, as the sheer volume and amount of money involved in the illegal alcohol business required large organizations and a huge network of contacts. Practically overnight, street hustlers became rich racketeers. In some places, local law enforcement simply wouldn't work with the federal government, making it difficult to stamp down lawbreakers. Still, hundreds of thousands of stills would be seized and many imprisoned for breaking the law. By 1933, the country had changed and turned against prohibition. Ultimately, drinking rates hadn't decreased and murder rates actually increased, partially thanks to mob violence. Women's rights groups saw prohibition hadn't cured the social evils that they had targeted. Possibly most important, the stock market had crashed in 1929 and the nation was in the Great Depression. The government needed money from lost tax revenue, and the country wanted the jobs that legal drinking would bring back. Franklin Roosevelt, who wanted to repeal prohibition, ran against the incumbent president, Herbert Hoover, who supported it. After FDR was elected, Congress proposed what became the 21st Amendment on February 20th, 1933. Uniquely, it is the only amendment ratified by state conventions instead of by state legislatures, and the only amendment to repeal another. The 21st Amendment was finally ratified on December 5th, 1933, thus ending the age of federal prohibition. The amendment explicitly gave control over alcohol laws to the states, and some maintained prohibition long after. Mississippi didn't repeal its own prohibition until 1966. Other states allowed local governments to make their own laws, which has left a patchwork of laws that ban alcohol on the county or municipal level, and some localities still ban the sale of alcohol. December 5th, 1933 was celebrated as Repeal Day, and for years after has been remembered by bars, drinkers, and historical associations like the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. The New York Times reported that celebration on the streets was marked by absence of undue hilarity and only a normal number of arrests. As speakeasies closed down and scarce legal alcohol began making its way back into American society.